We have a game though, and that game is ELL versus Why.R. We have the 2-on-2s once again. While I'm restarting this shit once more. We have Yumiko and WFZ, who definitely underperformed in the previous 2-on-2s, and LawLiet and Lin, who we thought would be the weak 2-on-2, but yesterday they showed the world that split pushing on Twisted is a wonderful thing to do. And it's so cool to see LawLiet and Lin constantly with a smile on their faces. Yesterday as well, they seem to be in such great mood when playing together, or when playing in general. So, right hand side, ELL, Lin, and LawLiet. Left hand side, Why.R, Yumiko, and WFC.
They still don't have it down with flipping the overlay.
That's correct.
It's such a simple thing, which makes everything so much more intuitive. Oh well. Dude, this is a late altar build by Yumi. Is he playing freaking neutral hero?
Okay.
So, Lich first. We saw that before. It was back then accompanied by MK first. Yeah, this has to be a neutral hero. It has to be, doesn't it?
Yeah, what does a late altar hero give you, really, if you're not going rifles? We have a Demon Hunter on LawLiet's side. No Keeper in this 2-on-2. Blade Master for Lin. No heroes yet for Why.R. Oh, they flipped it now. They got it down. No, they didn't. Not according to the minimap, but everything else. Okay. Lin going for the Golem Trap. Here's the Lich. And Yumi with them first Mercenary. What's it gonna be? Naga.
Wow.
Naga Lich.
Oh my god, that looks so Omega all in. Yeah, and it is. Militia coming.
Wow.
Oh, but there's a big invul and Scourge Bone Chimes against them.
And an open Merc Camp. This is so rough. Oh, the Scourge Bone Chimes are so good. We've seen
Frost Armor. Wait a minute, that's really smart.
Yeah. We've seen the ultra aggression by Yumiko and WFZ in the past games as well. Didn't work out there, but it's a tower rush in 2-on-2.
Oh, one detonate comes out. That got rid of 2 Frost Armors. That was pretty good. 2v2 tower rush. Okie dokie. Lich is almost out of mana. Frost Armor lasts, you know, Neo, 45 seconds. So that's a pretty long time.
Yeah, that keeps the Shadow Priest safe for quite a bit. Fiends are in for WFZ as well. No reinforced defenses on tier 1, obviously. So burrows are very vulnerable, but Lin is the king in defending towers, so wonder how he deals with it. That's a lot of towers, though.
Yeah. This is looking, from a superficial standpoint, kind of good, I'd say, for Yumi and WZ, but let's see what the Korean masters come up with. Going for the tower cancels, but they don't have the damage.
No.
Invul committed on the demon. Okay, now they do, I guess. And the Berserker comes in. That's a lot of damage added now into the army. One Arcane, however, is standing, and the Naga with the Cold Arrow takes out the Berserker. Uh-oh.
Archers are falling as well. Man, LawLiet has to TP out, and he's going to the main, to his main, to heal up. One Engine of War back to protect and get archers quickly. Lin is healing up as well. That's a lot of time for Yumiko and WFZ. Feels like Lin and LawLiet a little overwhelmed. The shop is falling. 2 guard towers up. This might be the first surprise of the day.
Expo coming. They might be willing to sacrifice Lin's main.
Yeah.
Tier 2 is finished. Shadow's coming out. Also, a Demolisher could be made.
Oh, shop. I love this. Early shop. Protected by the towers. Frost armor applied over and over.
It really doesn't look like this position can be dislodged. Still no Demolisher.
Alright. This is crazy. Lin's
okay,
base.
Why.R are completely out of mana, though. However, they can get clarities
一
now.
位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Fiends are starting to drop. Blade Master and Demon Hunter, of course, a lot of regen thanks to the Vamp Aura. So it's LawLiet against both soon, I guess.
Island evacuating. Are they gonna... are they gonna fight this?
I don't see how.
I think they're just giving up. Question is Island gonna try to re-establish a base somewhere else, or is he just gonna try to work with his heroes and LawLiet supporting
一
him?
位玩家的部队
Well, he needs to save a peon. He's trying, but WFZ says, Oh, one might be able to get it away. To get away.
Yeah.
Let's go to Bone Chimes number 2. Sells it immediately. Not sharing with his Demon Hunter friend. I'm not sure if he saved the peon. I think so.
Yeah, I think one got away, but only one. Remaking a base with only one peon takes forever. You need the town hall, the great hall first, then a burrow, then maybe another burrow, and then you can start making peons. Takes forever.
Yumiko, so many footies once again. Just like yesterday. Against Shishi and
一位
Shun.
玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
But okay, LawLiet will be on 2 bases. Is he teching somewhere?
Okay, 2 peons got saved. With 2 peons, it's a lot more doable.
Oh, no tech. Just mass wisps. He will be on tier 1 for a long time against footies and fiends.
Level 3 level ups for Demon and Blade Master both would be big.
Base is protected. Yumiko, of course, also not teching.
Wait, is
一位
nobody
玩家的
teching?
部队正
WC
遭
is.
到围攻。
Okay, finally. But it's far away from tier 2.
Yeah, he's heavy on fiends. He's at 34 already. The heroes are, of course, a little bit of a liability, especially the Naga for Yumiko.
Oh, wait, Light is tier 2. He's got the Naga.
Oh, yeah. Well, Reforged graphics, you know, the trees.
Yes, it's not so easy to spot. True. So I think they need to hold this base, though. I don't think they can afford to
一位
give
玩
this
家
one
的
up.
部队
Yeah,
正
there's
遭到攻击。
no new Tree of Life somewhere.
一座
Demon
基
is
地
level
正遭
3.
到围攻。
Blade should be very close to 3 also.
Boy, that's so much damage. There's no way they hold this, is there?
Don't they have a speed scroll? They do.
Not going
They
for
are
it.
using it,
Okay.
but yeah.
That's too much. They just commit. If like 4 footmen fall, that's totally fine. Boom, kill, easy TP out. They're not even losing anything.
Oh, nice save on the Wisp.
Barely though. The favorites are struggling.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 base income here very soon for Why.R. Seems like finally WZ and Yumi have found a winning strat. Game's not exactly over, but yeah, 3 bases versus 1. Normally that only ends one way.
Well, it's LawLiet and Lin, so never rule out the possibility of a huge turnaround.
Smart play by Lin here, going for the eco harass with the tele staff.
一位玩
He
家
knows
的
there's
部队
no
正
stun,
遭
so he
到
can
攻
always
击
get out with that staff. And at least minimize the income there a little bit.
一座基地正遭到围攻。
If LawLiet was to be able to tech to MGs, MGs would be crazy strong in this low tech kind of game.
Yeah, but does he have the time? There will be a... I don't know if Yumiko is teching now or if he just goes 50 supply footmen.
一位玩家的部队正遭到
He is
攻
taking.
击。
He is teching, okay. Hui. Not an easy game at all. Hero levels are okay. 3-2, 3-2.
Are they expanding again up here? No peasants.
Are they trying to get the comeuppance on LawLiet for his one-on-one yesterday when he had 7 bases?
Like, Master's starting to drop low over here. If a lit shows up, this could be scary.
一位
Good
玩
bone
家
chimes,
的
by
部
the
队
way,
正遭
pretty
到攻击
good to keep him nice and healthy. And it's not tier 3 by LawLiet, just tier 2 mass dryads. Which doesn't seem to be very good against either defense footies or fiends.
Yeah, I don't see that either. There's also nothing really to dispel except frost armor. That shouldn't be worth it.
Oh, this is a smart move here by WZ. If he gets the cancel plus the peon kill in the south, this pretty much kneecaps Lin
He's
for
at
the rest of this game.
18 supply.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Oh, but they're coming in to intercept WFZ over here. Also, the Shadow and the Blade Master now. Pretty dangerous, but yeah, this will 100% be a cancel.
All that fiend damage. He's kind of trapped, but it's only Dryads. But making sure to kill the peon. Whew. He doesn't even have the resource anymore. I think they should just rely on mountain giants at this point.
Alright, peon goes out. This would be the very last peon for the very last attempt. Lin needs to be given some resources, though. What is that visual bug there? I've never seen that before.
Yeah, me neither. Warcraft 3 Reforged. Always something new to explore in this game.
Dude, this demon is mega tank.
Yep. He has pretty much everything. He has everything.
Defend footies. Unkillable.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Yeah, with Archer Dryads for sure.
What's the next item?
Sobi.
一座基地正遭到围攻。
Little,
Probably for the Shadow then.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
little push into the base. He just took over Lin's main base
Yeah.
with the tier 2 production buildings there.
And also against Breakers, there's not really an answer. Demon and Blade Master right clicks, maybe?
Against this is gonna be such a huge mass.
Yeah.
But if ELL comes back to 3 bases, holy ho!
Demon, dude!
1.3.
Oh my god, he's
HP
so tanky!
plus the armor plus the dodge chance.
Dude, that might be close to 3k HP.
He's just
probably not quite. But...
untouchable. And then if they fight together, he has the vampire.
Oh yeah.
一位玩家的部队正遭到
He's
攻击。
unkillable.
Oh, but Yumi's perhaps overextending here a little bit. With the TP coming in.
What? Cancelled it, right?
Oh yeah. Does the light not have a TP?
Lin has no TP. Oh, Lin is walking there. That's the sandwich. Instant TP out. But Entangled Gold Mine cancelled, and that is more gold advantage for the Chinese.
They're playing this really well. Why.R on their way to their
一位玩家的部队
2v2 victory
正遭
here,
到
I'd
攻
say.
击。
Yeah, there should
What
be
is-
tier 3 soon.
Oh my god, the supply advantage is gonna be so sick. Line at 7.
Boneyard! Boneyard.
Boneyard.
Against Dryads. Oh, we go MGs. They will be super slow.
I feel like these boneyards make 0 sense, but okay. I mean, frost rooms are pretty cool. That's true.
We still
They look
haven't
badass
seen.
in Reforged also.
We still haven't seen Frozen Breath in Reforged, right? We were really close once.
True.
一位玩
Oh,
家
can
的
they
部
get the
队
cancel
正
here?
遭到
It's really close for the town hall.
Oh, I think the timing is perfect.
By the way, if they
expansion.
kill the peon,
一座基地
Yep, that's Lin gone. Oh wait, he has. Yeah,
even if it had finished, the peon would have died, and then this town
Yep.
hall would have been for nothing.
yeah, that's true. The roughest of games for LawLiet and Lin has to hold again. So much normal damage. Lin is here realizing, okay, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying. I want to, but there's no way. Move forward. They catch LawLiet at creeping. Grunts are helping a little bit, but WFC, he is so rich. He can just TP out. Saves the Fiend as well.
一座基地正遭到围攻。
Yeah. Frostworm! Oh no, don't move away, bro! Come on. I was about to finish.
And a Shade.
LawLiet has the MGs, but it's 4 base for Why.R.
And there's the Frostworm. That looks a little
Ah,
different in Chinese, since
right, because of the
no bones.
no bones, no skeletons. Lame. Such a weird rule that bones and skeletons and skulls are not allowed. Oh well. So, Growth Protection, that's a lot of armor for everything.
Orb of Venom on the blade. That's nice to see.
He just
But,
disappeared.
yep, bye-bye. The Demon Hunter is still the Ultra Tank. He's like the cockroach. If everything dies, the Demon Hunter will still be standing there. But it's very, very obvious that this game's over. 5 supply for Lin. And that's GG. Damn.
Yeah.
Smile on their face. Finally a win for Yumiko and WFZ. Yeah, Yumi.
Oh!
Finally.
That's great to see. Oh, that's so much relief. Oh,
Yeah.
Yumiko, you can very plainly see it.
Oh, and even WFZ, like, he's not the man of big emotions. But finally he wins a map. He was 0-4 going into this 2-on-2, and it finally worked.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
And this is definitely not going to be a 3-0 clan war. Well, it might be if Why.R get the 3-0, but that would be freaking crazy. 2v2, probably their best chance to get points here, to get maps at least. But next we're moving into the 1v1, and into the 1v1 where ELL now have map choice.
Yes, that's rough. That's really rough. We haven't seen 1-2-0 yesterday, as the clan war was over before he was seeded. So, maybe his time to shine. In the past 2 clan wars for Why.R, Remind was always pick number 1. Could be the same right here. And then who do you want? I think 1-2-0 would be a very good shot. But yeah, it's like to outsmart ELL and to outseed ELL is pretty much impossible.
Yeah. I'm looking at the roster, I'm thinking about maps. Is there a super smart trap here you can set up? I think you want to try to get WFZ versus... Who can he beat? Who can WFZ beat?
I think you want Yumi versus LawLiet on TS, right?
I mean, do you though? That's so rough, man. Okay, who has the best shot?
Here we see the highlights. This was the tower push right away. And yeah, tower pushes are a thing. And there is a network error, ladies and gentlemen. So we have to cut these highlights a little short. But we continue with the one-on-ones. Oh, it's working again? It's just the final fight. We're not missing much. Okay, that's the final fight where everything was just gone. There was just an overwhelming mass after the initial tower push. ELL tried everything to somehow get back into the game, but Why.R pushing twice into Lin's expansion and it did not work. So, upset in map number 1 in the 2-on-2s. It is time for ELL to start a comeback in the upcoming 1-on-1s. We're gonna be right back with match number 2. See you in a bit. Number 2. It is 1-2-0 versus Yumiko in our first 1-on-1. Why.R surprisingly taking map number 1, the 2-on-2. And now it's time for the Necromancer to step into the ring. He had a day off yesterday because Lin and LawLiet destroyed their opponents F4, the Korean brothers with 3-0. And now Yumi. He needs some Mountain King magic. That's what he needs.
What are the odds for the MK first?
99%. It's Yumiko, it's LR.
I like that you learned your lesson though and you don't say 100% anymore. You know, I would actually have gone with exactly the same number there. It is extremely likely. Everyone knows. We know. You guys know. It almost looked like Yumiko forgot, but I'm sure he knew as well when he lost. 1-2-0 knows. Is he gonna go something crazy here? No. 1-2-0's days of craziness seem to be mostly a thing of the past. DK versus.
Whoa.
Oh my god!
Archmage it is. Okay.
What?
Yumiko played MK first against Orc, didn't he?
Yeah.
Against Soen.
Yumiko on. Was it Soen?
Yeah, it was Soen. On Echo.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense against Yumiko.
Yeah.
So.
So Archmage now, rather standard. Okay, that's interesting. It will be an expansion on LR, right?
Yes.
I'm so sure.
I mean, this is a good map for the 1-base tier 3 play, but I have never ever seen Yumiko play that.
No, me neither. 1-0's rise in the past couple of months are pretty impressive. Is pretty impressive, by the way. From a guy who almost dropped out of the tier 1 with his weird builds and seemingly not taking things too serious into the top 3 of the world in like 6 weeks or so. Pretty crazy. First kill for Yumi, first blood, and the footman is scouting out and harassing the DK right away. That's some extra hits. That's always good against the DK. Limits his harassing potential early.
I think this is actually what makes this map the best map for human against undead nowadays. After the vetoes. This fully harass. It doesn't look like much, but it is a lot. Every hit right here towards the DK matters. Yeah. And if you want to be a little bit more sneaky, you can even get the Murlocs involved.
Dude, he's harassing with his Archmage. Is he teching as well?
Is he seriously teching?
There was the kill for 1-0. Lots of skeletons to be used.
Is he playing the Todd strat? No, okay, no, he's not teching. No. Oh, okay. He's not teching.
Wow, that's a late expo.
That's a late expo. Hells yeah.
DK home in his base, getting a new Rod of Necromancy most likely. Still, DK down at 50% with 2 footmen and a water elemental pressuring on him. He should be able to get rid of him fairly easy. But he's in time for the harass, or almost in time for the harass. This is gonna be big last hits here. Level 2 has been reached. Ogre dies. Troll dies. Damn. So now keep the militia and footies alive and you're good to go. Oh! Even that militia survives with 4 for a long time. And the fiend is hurt. Man, this is a decent early for Yumiko already.
He's not getting level 2 here? He's really not.
Wow.
Dude, are they gonna take the 2-0 lead? I mean, it's way too early to tell.
This is another footman surviving. And 9 HP. And 1-0. What to do now? He didn't get an aura. He has no regen pretty much. Almost running into us around here. What can he get? The workers are all healthy. Can't even get a last hit with the coil at the moment. Good splits by Yumi. And again, pressure on the fiends. Thank you, Mighty Nighty, for the 16-month resub. At Remo, don't always surf in the internet, but when I do, I browse.
I haven't heard that before.
Did he lose anything? I think one.
You didn't even thank the god himself, Madfrog, with the host.
Oh boy, how could I miss that? Thank you, Frog. Greetings.
But yeah, this early is outstanding for Yumiko. Got a tower up, Expo's coming. I mean, it is delayed, but since he's suffered so little damage, basically none, I guess, he's gonna should be able to at least tech up to tier 2 and then tier 3 pretty quick. 1-0, how quick is his tech gonna be? When we see happy play, it's normally always a 30 supply tech. 1-0 sometimes goes later. 36, waits for another Fiend and statue before teching and then puts on a lot of pressure. It is that point in the mid game where the undead gets 4 Fiends plus a statue, where it gets really scary for the human, and 5 Fiends plus 2 statues. That is where the panic stage begins. But it is a fast tech on 30, so 1-0 is just delaying his 36 supply just a little bit.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, got level 2, but Archmage is already level 3. Watch a ward on the way. More pressure on the DK. And the tech must be running for
一位
Yumi at
玩
this
家的
point,
部
right?
队正遭到攻击。
No losses against... Oh, leg! There we go. Against one of the strongest undeads in the world. That's so impressive. Fiends all hurt. And that's all without a Mountain King already.
Careful still about these footies. Doesn't want to overcommit. Retaining high footman numbers is really important. The difference between having 4 footies and having 7 footies is massive.
So much pressure. And that's not really accomplishing anything for Yumiko. Like, he's not getting kills, he's not getting big
Yeah.
experience. But this is no damage at the Echo.
I wonder if it might not have been better to creep the Mercamp though. Like all this time where wait, 1-0 is creeping. You could have scouted for that with a Water Elemental or 1 footy or something. And could have, or it's just with a Sentry, I guess. Could have cut the Merc instead, but, well, he's certainly slowing down 1-0 here quite effectively.
This is this weird bug
一
again.
位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Ah, yeah. Is that from the Nova? Might be from the Nova. Oh, heal scroll. I love that heal scroll. Expensive, this early especially, but can be a massive help against the Nova.
1-0 got the kill and the Scroll of the Beast. One of the best items to break towers and expansions.
Yeah.
Tech at 3/4 only. He
If he
arrives...
goes for the happy style Pit Lord push with the Scroll of the Beast, oh man.
一位玩家的部队
There's 0
正遭
towers at the
攻击。
expo. Yumi.
Is he too greedy? And why is this tech so late? I don't really see a reason for that.
I guess the expansion was late to begin with. But okay, Creep Jag here, but Frost Armor plus level 2 coil. I don't think this
Yeah.
Fiend's dying.
Now, without a Mountain King Stormbolt damage and stun, that's really hard. Also good sustain. If he takes out the statue, that would be big. But it's just more kills for 1-0. Yumi at 50 somehow. How is he at 50 supply?
Just footies and an MK coming, I guess. Pit Lord. Alright, here we go. That's the scary undead push.
Yeah.
Strat, first introduced by Michael a million years ago. Perfected by Happy. And has been the bane of many humans' existence for a long time.
Sends the Pit Lord back to get the orb. That will take quite some time. SimCity is okay. Hard to reach the worker line for now.
I think it's really nice, actually. Like, the workers are
一
protected.
位玩家的部
Wait
队
a minute.
正遭到攻
He's
击。
playing rifles. Ah, he's
Double
playing
Rex.
rifles one base.
Double
Okay.
Rex Sorks. First destroyer is up. That double Rex is awesome to deal with this destroyer, especially.
Yeah. And normally the Pit Lord, you know, he wanted him to crack the base. He can be decent against rifles, but normally Dark Ranger are better against that. But still, rifle numbers are low. Only 4 of them on the field. But since there's no statue on the ground... Oh, it's Pally second. Not
Wow.
MK.
Okay, more sustain. We go for the Pit Lord. Is it worth saving him? He's definitely trying to. Frost Armor, Coils, Big Potion. Oh, maybe this is an overcommitment. Scroll of the Beast as well. That's the potion gone. Rain of Fire on top of everything. The Fiend's super protected, untouched. Lich level 3. That next Nova is gonna hurt so bad. Decent splits by Yumi here. Pit Lord still on his own pretty much. Oi, that's a slaughter now.
Is it a slobber knocker?
Nope. Slobber Knocker goes 2 ways, but I see only 1 army dying. And the Scroll of the Beast, as always, so powerful in the mid-game stage. Shop is gone, no breakers.
Yeah.
What can the
Probably
sword
want to
do?
just stay on
一
mass
位玩
rifles
家的
anyways,
部队
but
正遭到攻击。
Yumi needs higher levels. And I really don't like this Pally second. Like, at least with MK level 1 Stormbolt, you still have a 5-second stun, you know, that's still some decent value.
On a 6-second cooldown?
No, it's longer actually.
Ah, damn, I got confused. Unholy Aura, okay. Time for the statues to regen up the fiends.
一位玩家的部队正
Yumiko is not out of this game. 62 supply. Levels look really good for 1-0 though. Cleave is in the mix now as well. Level 4 DK. Close. Divine Shield and Rune... not Divine Shield. Paladin Aura. And Rune Bracers.
Yeah, it's a
一
good
座
find
基
for
地
him.
正遭到围攻。
This aura will help out a lot. Rifles upgrade so far not too high. If Yumiko gets another 10 supply here, maybe he can hold this.
Yeah.
1-0's mana is really low. He has only one coil right now.
Only
And
one
another
statue.
kind of soon, I guess. Okay,
Only
level
one
4.
statue on the ground. Rain of Fire again. Is there a heal scroll or
Oh.
something? No, that's big AoE. Trades a fiend for a rifleman. Man, Yumi needs more healing.
Is that shop still standing? Nope.
No.
Oh man, he should have remade that shop.
Archmage down at 50%, getting a Holy Light. Fiend so brave. Now Burrow comes into the mix, and I don't think there is a way out. Archmage says bye-bye. Finds
Have
himself the altar.
TP! Yumiko, you need to be faster with that TP.
Oh man, this early game looked so good, but now everything's just dying. You might have armor upgrades with the devotion, but... Oh boy, in the middle of all the fiends. Level 3, okay. He's getting quite some fiend kills, actually. The Holy Light Coil is ready. That could have been a turnaround, or at least a little start of a comeback. But Pitlord is level 3. Archmage back from the tavern. There's no Nova at the moment. And no Coil. Mana is super dry. Yumiko is still in this. Equal supply. TP out now. Oh, more kills. Still no shop.
Yumiko is spending his resources well, though. Amidst all of this pressure, he is never banking too much. But he's also losing a lot of his units. Lich level 4. +4 intelligence!
An invitation for Rain of Fire, and that is level 2 multi-kill.
Oh, there were 6 peasants dying right there. Oh, Jesus.
Not supposed to happen.
Dude, Rain of Fire is like the most surprising, suddenly strong-looking spell of the last few months. Remember when we saw Please versus Thorzane on Northern Isles, that crazy hold?
Yep,
That was also Rain of
that
Fire
was
involved.
insane.
Yumiko down in supply. Blacksmith falls, no more rifles.
Yeah, every rifle he's losing now is not coming back from the grave. And the levels for 1-0 are just rising. It's insane. Archmage not level 4. That is an issue. Can't spam the Holy Light as much as you want to. That chokehold. How to burst out of that chokehold. Oi, more damage. And now Cleave could finish them off if he's willing to commit.
It's just so easy to micro this Fiend army when there's no Stormbolt.
Yep.
My Fiend gets attacked, I move it back. That Fiend gets attacked, I move it back. And there's no stun ever preventing that.
Blizzard now. But yeah, you just move them back. That creates a little neutral zone though. So that's nice, but oh boy, scratch that. More Rain of Fire, more kills.
So expensive to just keep the economy going here. 1-0 with a 10 supply lead. Down a base.
4-4.
Up in supply. Up in tech. Up in experience. I am very far forward.
Yep. He's just tanking the damage. That's something he shouldn't do. Out of mana now. Saved at least. Yumiko is trying his best. Fighting his little heart out here. But it just seems overwhelming. It just seems to be too much.
Pally has one more Holy Light right now, but that's the last one for a while. Oh, can't highlight himself though. Pally
Paladin.
about to drop.
Yeah. And that's GG. Whew! Whew, what a phenomenal start for Yumi, but in the end it was just not enough. 1-2-0. One of the best players in the world, and once again he showed why with great resilience. He ties up the series and makes it a 1-1. Dude, that rain of fire. What's it called? Pentakill? No, that's 5, right? What's the 6th kill? I don't know. Multi-kill is very, very fitting. Whew, that was hard. That was rough. Poor Yumi again. Not able to take it against Soin. He was successful in the one-on-ones, but not today. And now it's safe to say that we got the second 2-on-2. That will most likely be Lin and 1-2-0 then, after a day off. 2 matches for 1-2-0 this time. Thank you, Swanky Tuna, for the Prime sub. And Remo, I think for you, it is time to say bye-bye and head over to Back to Warcraft 2. That's when the solo action from Europe begins. Stay at Home Story Cup, $2,000 tournament by Take TV. And Back to Warcraft, we have our first match with Vortex versus Cash, starting in around 10 minutes. And Remo's not alone on that channel.
We're gonna have some guest casters over today. We're gonna have if everything holds, Star-Shaped and Ankes, and Shorty and Kevin also gonna be joining us later. So yeah, I'm off, guys. See you later. Back to Warcraft 2. Get your dual monitor setup involved. We start in 10 minutes.
Multi-Twitch it is. Remo, have fun and take care of the Take TV boys. Here are some highlights from the game that we've just seen, or not, because there's a black screen for some reason. There we go. Unfortunately, they don't show Yumiko's great early with the Footman harass and low DK. But yeah, this Scroll of the Beast plus Fiend fight plus great control. Overcommitment on that Pit Lord. Frost armor, high HP, no Stormbolt, big potion. That was easy 1,500, 1,800 damage wasted on that Pilo. And then yeah, then everything dies. Militia sacrificed into the undead arms. Hexakill it is? Hexakill it is. Maybe they'd show it here. Oh, the Rain of Fire is so beautiful. Nice addition to the Undead Scourge. The Pit Lord found his way into the meta quite some month ago, and it's not going away. Sometimes it's still a Dark Ranger, but usually it's the Pit Lord. And he's showing here why. So much damage. Not microing perfectly, I guess. Focus fire on the Archmage. And then, boom! Coil Nova gone. And without an Archmage, mana regen is not crazy enough. Wasn't crazy at all with level 2, with level 1 Radiant's Aura. And that is the Hexakill right here. Well, he even killed 7. What's 7 then? Oh, that was 7 kills. Oh. That's quite a lot. Yeah, and in the end, no towers. Doesn't really work. Blizzard was a nice idea, but just too easy at this point. Since there's no clap, you can easily move out with Unholy Aura too. There's too many things going the right way for 1-0 in the late game. Is Back to Warcraft 2 streaming in Classic? Yes! Absolutely. We're in charge of that tournament, so we will definitely stream in Classic. Only tournaments where we're not in charge are not streamed in Classic. In the end, it was just a suffering. So, series is tied. 2-2 goes to Why.R. 1-on-1 so far goes to ELL. The roster's remaining players for ELL, we have Lin and LawLiet. For Why.R, it's WFZ and Remind. So what will we get? We will see in a very few minutes. 1-on-1 number 2. This is LawLiet versus WFZ. Can he finally break out of his slump? Usually WFZ was a carry in team games, has been for many, many, many years. Doesn't matter if it's Race War or China versus Korea or any other team games. But this time, 0-4. LawLiet has been played quite well. while I'm adjusting this real quick. Every time I unmute the stream, I have to refresh the source for some reason. Why.R doing a little better than expected, but now it's up to WFZ to take the lead once again. 1-0 defeated Yumiko, but Why.R seems to be in decent shape. It was a little bit of a momentum boost for them after winning the 2-2. These two players have faced each other in the 2-2, with WFZ playing a Lich first tower rush. This will probably not happen here, should be more normal. Concealed Hill in this matchup, kinda rare to see. And I'm curious what WFZ is playing. Is it the happy build? Is it a ghoul build? Is it a Dreadlord? On this map, it's a DK. On this map, Moon AP pushed 1-2-0 once, and it worked. If that happens, I would be very curious though. I think I saw a Demon Hunter. Not 100% sure. But yeah, Demon Hunter versus DK should be the game, or the name of the game. We've seen this from Foggy a lot, with the harassing Demon Hunter and then the DK is stuck in his base. LawLiet in this matchup, he was the one to defeat Happy not too long ago on Twisted Meadows in a crazy game. Also in a show match 4-2, so this is a good matchup of his. Demon Hunter gets the first kill, Gloves of Haste, and moves across the map immediately. This is what was to be expected. We have... Wait, is that a ghoul build? Was there a second Acolyte? I think so. Yeah. Uses the ghouls for creeping. That can pressure the DK a little bit, but the DK arrives just in time. DH arrives just in time to put some pressure onto these ghouls. One of the ghouls is not even creeping. Last hit, big one. Oh, claws and experience. Oh, goes to WFZ. There's a nice little block, but mana burns now. No Unholy Aura, so every mana burn has a lot of value. Almost getting rid of one coil. And a narrow. And attack now. We've seen a few more gargoyles. And WFZ was always the one to introduce new styles or to manifest newer styles. So I can definitely see that work here. Especially with the two big dragons at the red spot fountains. Gargs have a big value in creeping. Ghouls are nice because you can creep a lot with them. But this is the Night of Undead early game. Oh, slow tower. Surround. Well done by WFZ. There's no staff, no evasion. And the four ghouls are putting in a lot of damage. Can't get a kill. That's a TP early. Who was raising his arm for the tech. For the coil. To kill him, but LawLiet right on time. He used a bit of mana burn already, so healing this Demon Hunter up is not that easy. I would give the early game once again to Why.R. Thanks, Taker. Much love. So LawLiet finally focusing on himself. Slippers and gloves is good DPS. Claws, of course, wonderful for the Lich. And finally WFZ with level 2 as well. There wasn't much experience for him here, but he gets it now. That's fair. And the TP is gone. That's the big thing. Five archers? And there could even be more. Using the tree now to creep. Wait. Is he red spotting on tier 1? Okay, I think he just arrived at tier 2 is gonna get the Naga, right? What? It's Shadow Melt archers to block him, so there's no damage, and he gets the red spot super early. What the hell? Helm of Valor. Not the biggest reward, but good for the demon. Replenishment potion also very nice. Gets the DK almost back up to full health. It is still 5 archers, so he's not going tier 3 marksmanship ultra heavy. WFG sees the movement, sees the creeping. Okay, I have some more time. Here's the Naga now. That got the Demon Hunter up to level 2.7. That's a big creep that he took there. Would love to see the base of WFZ to see if there's a Garg play or not. If there's a 2 crypt play. Not too many ghouls so far. No level 3. Oh, that is risky, Wufagen. Wisp sees this. He must know that the Demon Hunter is close. And he retreats. Okay, good call. So is it a Fiend transition? It's definitely a Lich. No Naga here. That means less pressure early. He's very passive. In this entire game, pretty much. Naga already level 2 with Roar. It's an Acolyte. It's a tier 2 expansion. What? Okay. Night Elves rush tier 3 these days. Good scouting by LawLiet. But that will take a lot of time. Oh, that detonate wasn't perfect. You see, there's still some blight left. And there's... Is there a way to punish or to kill this Ziggurat? I don't think so. Wait, he cancels it. That's some time wasted for LawLiet. Nice little trick. Takes up to tier 3. Was that always the plan? If yes, did some cool mind games. Dryads coming out, but they will be countered by Fiends pretty early. So it is not Gargs, it's not Mass Ghouls. It's the normal transition into Fiends and Destroyers. So then it always begs the question, what is the follow-up? How do you counter MGs? Okay, he's trying it again. This is of course always a distraction that forces LawLiet to do some moves towards the upper left. Either Demon Hunter with Staff or an Engine of War or some rogue Dryads roaming around. WFC is finding his levels, has Nova unlocked, has of course the claws on him, statues there, double statue for regen. Demon is taking care of this one, it will be another cancel, but he doesn't want to expand anyway, as I said, just distraction. In the meantime, the Demon Hunter can't creep, and that means he's missing level 4. Has a staff, reunites with the army now. This could be the first clash, and once again, this seems to be the place where people are joining up to fight. Reinforcements caught by LawLiet in the north, and with Dryads, that's fairly easy to do. It's just a ghoul at this spot, but he should really fix the rally. Lich has an AWP already. And trying to creep up more. This is gonna be a backstab for sure. Very obvious move. No. Is he not punishing this? He's not. With double level 3 heroes and the first bear. Still allowing Wufagen to take the crystal ball. Engine of War right next to the Ziggurat. There's a little push in the base. Fort Lightning for 1 kill. So this expansion already cost the staff and an ancient. And the Chinese is trying to find time for this. He's actually expanding into his phase. Yeah, the problem is 1 or 2 Night Elf units can always cancel this. So he's defending it. Wow. This looks a little counterintuitive. Probably an expansion by LawLiet. Maybe even... No, this one should be an Engine of War in the middle, and then an expansion in the south. Way more competitive of a game than I thought this would be. 2 destroyers up. Close to... Very close to 50. 1 statue still on the ground for some regen. But he can't deal with bears. LawLiet is stepping back, creeping the rat spot. But thanks to the Demon Hunter's roaming, he's so far away from being the ultra tank that he needs to be. Coil Nova on an Archer to get one secure kill instead of focusing the bear. Doesn't want to engage. Again, buying more time. And that expansion always worth a little more. Okay, here we have the fight. How to deal with the archers? I guess with spells early. And there's still some ghouls in. They soak up the damage. 2 fiends only. Makes it hard to deal with the dryads, but good damage on that first bear. There's no mana anymore though. He's retreating now into the safety of the Nerub tower. That should be finished. The destroyers deal with the bears pretty nicely. And Lich and Fiend focus takes out these archers. There's not a crazy amount of anti-air, but also no coil. This Fiend gets zapped and is gone. The destroyer also very hurt. WFZ, this was not your fight. Why are you not retreating faster? There's 2 towers for you, my friend. He did good damage. And this expo is up. This was not a killing push by LawLiet. No third hero. Naga level 4. Really interesting to focus on her so much. Shop usage by WFC. Yes, there is no TP. Gotta be careful with these heroes. That's why he's going for the double invul and contesting the red spot again. Does not want to give the second big item, possibly an aura, to the Korean. Is there a web? Oh, there's not, but the aura goes to him. Belt of Giant Strength doesn't really matter. Coil right before the mana burn. That was good. And this expo is working. I can't believe it.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
LawLiet, of course, the master of multitasking and creeping. Doesn't need this whole army for this, just a tree and a hero. Should be fine. Huh. Is this one of these games where the underdog is having a good early, good mid, and then falls off in the late game when armies become really big? We're both breaking upkeep. LawLiet supply stuck at this point. And again going for the red spot. Is there a steal with a coil? No, there's not. So 2 out of the red spots go to LawLiet, and that's the aura he was looking for. But also level 3 for the Lich. No Nova possible due to the lack of mana. He's taking the fight at the fountain, but without nuke, what can he really do? There's 1 or 2 coils, 1 abomination with Disease Cloud already in. And the bears? They are not a big factor. LawLiet needs the mountain giants against this at some point. Destroyers though, really well focused. 1 is down. He has reveal against the burrow, and yeah, that is WFZ falling apart. TP out. That was close. But that was 8 supply gone. Even more. He was breaking upkeep before. Immediately jumps back to 50 with all the gold he has, but lack of lumber. He lost a lot of ghouls early. Never really replaced them. Double slaughterhouse now for mass A-bombs. But this also establishes LawLiet's expansion. The hero levels speak volumes about this match. 4.5 on both Night Elf heroes. He claimed the middle, he claimed the majority of the upper left and the bottom right. And there's no Dark Ranger, no third hero at all for Wufashan. Shredder now. Okay, so you can use the remaining ghouls for fighting. LawLiet is going heavily on Dryads. That should be easily counterable. And the disease... Okay, there's no disease cloud yet, right? Made a mistake there. 1,000 gold. Super low lumber. This will be fixed in a minute. But disease cloud requires quite some lumber. Double invul. Double staff. No TP in this game. Oh, there's 1 TP for WFC. But again, playing defensively, playing the wall. Will LawLiet break down the walls? There's a second crypt, 4 more fiends. Really heavy on lumber. Needs heal scrolls, I guess. And what is there? Oh, Engine of Wind. Interesting. And defense upgrades. First mountain giant out as well. We have the Korean at 73 supply. Easy hunt on the Acolyte so far, but here's WFZ engaging. Still no disease cloud. I can't believe it. That's what makes Abominations great. Abominations are super tiny, by the way. At least it feels that way. This could be the timing. Oh, Coil Nova. Staff, ready. This could be a timing for LawLiet to expand in the middle and claim the high ground. Shop at the expo is nice. So slowly but steady, the resources balance each other out. And that's a lot of mana gone. Lich is still full mana. But that's about it. 2 MGs. Where is the damage to burst through 2 MGs? You can try to ignore them. Is that... Okay, I'm really not sure. Is that meat wagons? I think that is. But only then Disease Cloud. Imagine the damage that Disease Cloud would have done after all these engagements. Yeah, and that's the call. He doesn't want to push into this. And so why not expand? He cancelled the second crypt before and now re-established it again. But LawLiet is pushing him back into his own bases. The map belongs to him. He owns the map. But you never want to fight into that. I think he revealed the hippo. So it's time for web. But in a base race, LawLiet looks really good with Bear and Roar and Siege Stick Mountain Giants. Oh, that wagon. At least he cancels the second one. How much damage can he afford in his own main? Alta down doesn't make a big difference. WFZ, where's the TP? Here we go. Four abominations already. And slow. LawLiet is playing this so smart. There's no way out of his half of the map for WFC. Is he feeling powerful enough now? With the wagons, that adds a lot of damage. And that makes it way easier to target the Dryads. So usually you want the Fiends to attack them. But there's Mountain Giants, there's Bears, there's Heroes in front. And that's why you need more range. And Meat Wagons give you more range and good damage. And the Disease Cloud. And here we go. Focus fire on the Lich. We learned from Foggy that that might not be the best idea, but only if your opponent is happy, because that's how easy it can look if the micro isn't on very point. Lich and Orb of Corruption and Nova and Frost Armor taken out. Oh, that's so big. He needs a Tavern Revive if he wants to be somewhat competitive. The altar is down. You can still revive from the Tavern. Heavy losses for WFZ. It's a 24 supply lead now. And the statue left behind. Double level 5 as well. LawLiet just won the lottery. Thank you, Zerk, for the 11-month resub. Double Chimeras. Okay, it's time to close this out. No third base. This is almost the ultimate army, isn't it? The best blockers in the game with Mountain Giants. Heavy damage. Wow, the Cannibalize is green. Didn't know that before. But yeah, Chimeras, a very nice addition to deal with the A-bombs. 3 hippos. It's gonna be hard to counter the hippos with Gargs. I mean, there's fiends. There should be web. Legger. There we go. Again, the Demon Hunter's walking in, threatens a mana burn, forces a coil Nova, and then almost all the mana is gone. Lich is back. There was a big investment though. 96 supply. There's 5 air units, I think 6 air units, and 1 Garg against it. To be honest, I don't see a way out for WFC. He could go 0-3.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Stuttering, lagging. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. In the undead base. Is there really no web? Oh, there's web. Okay, but 4 chimeras. Look at them. Air bombs disappear. It's so much. It's way too much damage. The Gargs are coming in, but that doesn't matter one bit. Hippos are flying. There's not enough web at all. Statues taken out. Abominations deleted. And the Lich will soon fall again. 50 supply. Yeah, you can fight in an undead base if you have twice the supply. WFC is TPing into his own base. Calls for the GG. LawLiet takes out the undead in Wufagen. Losing the 2-on-2. Winning the 1-on-1. LawLiet claiming match points for ELL. Oh, yeah. That was rough. That was rough for the undead. LawLiet made it look relatively easy. It wasn't. This expansion, I'm still not the biggest fan. But it worked out so well for LawLiet. Delaying it, like scouting it, delaying it, expand again, push a bit, and soak up the map. That was so important. Get that level 4 Demon Hunter, and especially prevent high-level undead heroes. He was playing 2 heroes to get these high-level heroes. But it just didn't work. Pretty much all 3 red spots went to LawLiet. 1 item was stolen by WFC, but the big experience went to the Night Elf. And then he had so much time. There was no threat. He had all the time in the world to set up his own expansion. And then you have 90 supply with Dryads and Bears and MGs and Chimeras and Hippos. Too much. Way too much. So, highlights from the game. Wufagen was just never able to win a fight. Thanks to the expansion, all his timings were a little delayed. Delayed disease cloud. I think a mistake. And the fight in the bottom and on the left lane. You have 2 towers up. You're not forced to take that fight. But he did. Outside of tower range. And that was a big mistake. Lich disappearing. Swip. Underestimating the damage of the Fork Lightning. Yeah. Even though there's a lot of disease cloud now, without a Lich you can't fight. This was probably the strongest fight that Wufagen could have had. But LawLiet realizing that Lich is a bit exposed. Let's kill it. Yeah, and this fight, I mean, look at it. 2 volleys kill, like 1.5 volleys kill an A-bomb. With Roar on the Chimeras, that's just way too sick. There's no way to hold against this. It's rare that you see A-bombs disappear that quickly. But LawLiet makes it work. And that is the lead again for ELL. They stumbled a bit in the first 2-on-2. Then they won their 2 1-on-1s. And then it's time for the next 2-on-2. It should be Linen 1-0 versus Hainiu and Yumiko. So, interesting matchup, diverse matchup. We go into a little break and then we're back with the Warcraft Gold Team League $120,000 ELL versus Why.R. See you in a bit. We continue the broadcast with the 2-2 Why.R versus ELL. It is for the first time in this tournament Remind and Yumiko versus LawLiet. And 1-2-0. Not Yumiko, Remind and WFZ. Remind in the bottom right, Wufa. We have ELL in the blue, right hand side of Lost Temple. And Why.R with Remind and WFZ on the upper left hand side in the pink. So, how good will this Night Elf Undead team work for both of them? Starting positions, we have both Undeads with their natural in the middle. That is the protected spot. You kind of want the Night Elf there at these positions to expand safer, but you can always send a Wisp. That shouldn't be an issue. Back in the day, Lost Temple, of course, mass expansions. We've seen this plenty of times for Night Elves, for Human. And there's no other way to play this than mass hunts, mass fiends, is there? In the first 2-on-2 of the day, we've seen a crazy push strat by Why.R with the tower push, with the Naga, with the Lich. Here it's Keeper. Keeper DK should be the standard. And Fiend openings. 4 early Fiends. It is the DK. That was to be expected. And another DK here. Okay. Will someone be fed? Will someone go for a mass push? This Night Elf Undead is very timing dependent. In a mirror match, though, maybe not so much. It's all about the Undeads. They will be the ones to tech to tier 3. They will have the strong heroes. They will be the damage dealers. Night Elves are pretty much in this game to mass and expand and feed. Remind, how good are his 2-on-2 skills? Earlier this year, we've seen him alongside Soju in one of the Asian 2-on-2 tournaments. Soju made a return for just one day. And then they were eliminated, unfortunately. So LawLiet and Remind, they both know a little of Chinese, I think. Remind was living in China for some time. LawLiet is studying Chinese for quite some time. Spent a lot of time in China. It's good pressure from ELL. Oh, what a sweet wisps around. Remind caught off guard with the Keeper, and that's an instant kill. Oh, no TP. Oh, wow. That's a lot of time for WFZ, of course. But what a start. Entangle, positioning, boom. That's no harass for Remind. Has to wait some time for his mass hunts to come over. Yeah, that's not the perfect start for Why.R. Why.R facing a 0-3 in the league. You can choose if you play Demon Hunter Bottom or Keeper pretty much with Night Elf. Keeper to harass and Creep. Bottom for the ultra strong fights later. But since it's a lot about expansions, Keeper might be the right choice. And in previous 2-on-2s, there was a theme pretty much. Whoever creeps the middle wins the map. There are 2 big items, lots of experience. LawLiet's Keeper can't do too much against the Fiends here right now, trying to threaten and entangle. It's just creeping time and no expansions just yet, as both parties are getting ready for the mass and the undead techs. So Keeper battles in the middle. Remind has to be really careful. Oh, he's getting entangled again. This time a Wisp is there and he's blocking the way out. But there's no TP on him anymore. If he loses the Keeper, then all the hunts might die as well. This is, by the way, the old LT. No taverns. Or reveal as well. Damn, this is looking pretty good so far. Fiends in range of hunts, always easy damage. Okay, Wufajan does a good job so far. Coils the Fiend, tries to retreat, but it's just Newbie pushing forward. Good focus fire, good entangles. Both out of mana now. That was the last one. Double level up for Wufajan and Remind. And they got quite some levels here already. 3 and 2 versus 2 and 1. But yeah, it's the battle for the fountain. If there's critical damage done here, your team earns the fountain. It's nighttime now, so Newbie can heal. Of course, Why.R knows this. They are not willing to hand this over. Very low supply on Remind. That might be the liability here. Alright, we have another fight. At the fountain. Who is gonna claim the big items? That could be a Book of the Dead right here. We have Thorn's Aura. Why the hell would you go Thorn's Aura? Maybe a misclick. Still level 1 for LawLiet. There he finally gets level 2. The big gnolls still up. LawLiet about to lose 3 hunts here. Feels like... yeah, Remind and WFZ constantly bringing wisps. Now level 3 for 120. But they reclaim this. Why.R claims the fountain. With better hero levels. How long can 120 stay in this? Man, the focus fire is insanely strong. Fiends caught off guard. They try to sandwich here now. LawLiet coming from the south, but his keeper has to be careful. The hunts have to be careful. Needs the fountain to heal him up. Immediately repositioning his WFC. But what about Remind? Does he have anything left? 30 supply only. For mass hunts, that's nothing. LawLiet definitely in the strongest state. Oh, the clutch coils last second. Lich is coming in. Hello, Nova. And the big mana, I think. Entangle. Oh, and TP out by LawLiet. So, whew, that was a stressful fight. What is this? So dust settles. We have around 70 supply for ELL. We have 75 supply here. Oh, 120 is still engaging into this. That could be a lot of fiends lost. Good. Micro's LawLiet is coming back. But the positioning is not that good. LawLiet needs to storm through the fiends. He got the surround. Oh, this could force a TP, but no, there's a little opening, but he blocks it again. Wow. Great move by LawLiet and 120 combined. Still trying to fight out, but that's a TP. Despite the Lich advantage, they force a TP. And Remind never replaced the TP. And now they claim the middle. 120 is getting there. 45 supply, killing another fiend. Expo immediately. And the rest of the temple belongs to 120. Close to level 4. If this Expo works, that's the game-winning move. That fight lasted forever. Oh, Remind! As I said, he never got the TP back. LawLiet with the surround. It's a little bit of Master Apprentice battle right here. And he Wand of the Wind again. And that's the surround for sure. That's the kill. There's no way to get him out. And a double Huntress kill. Uh-oh, Why.R, you're facing a 0-3. WFZ needs to carry ultra hard. Oh, Scroll of the Beast. And this is such a wonderful position. Concave on the Huns. Yes, they are in all the Fiends, but also the bouncing glaives do a lot of damage. There's so many Fiends on 1-0 side. You can focus fire whatever you want. The Concave is beautiful. Reveal used against the Burrow, focusing on the DK. He's trying to stay alive as much as he can. LawLiet is losing a lot, granted. But that's what Hunts are for. DK has no TP, obviously, as he just TP'd in, and that's the double kill. Ooh, this looks like the end. We will not get the Lin versus Remind match. LawLiet winning 2 games here today. His 1-on-1 and the 2-on-2. 1-0 as well. Of course, you don't want to give this up. But it just looks so overwhelming. 1-0 is not losing much. Hunts are falling everywhere, but that's it. His Lich is finally there, going for the counter Lich. Boom, another kill. Triple hero kill right here. And good saves. And another reveal. WFC is falling apart. GG. Clan War win for ELL. 3 wins in this league now and again. Smile on the face of LawLiet. The second best Night Elf in the world. And the second best Undead in the world. Joining forces to destroy Remind and WFC. Lost Temple. That's how it goes with these race combinations. Oi. That was rough. But that was that's what was to be expected. A little bit of a surprise that Why.R took 1 map here. The first 2-on-2. That was really well played. And a nice adjustment. Aggro from the very start on. Here was a little more dull. In Hunts versus Fiends, it comes down to micro a lot if you're not going for an early expansion or split pushes. And when it's about micro, 1-0 and LawLiet should have the upper edge, the upper hand over Remind and WFZ. So WFZ can't pick up any momentum. Is now 1-5, 1-4, 1-5. He is definitely the disappointment, unfortunately. He went in with a 0-4. Then it's 1-6. Not a carry. And Remind. In 1-on-1s he was great. In 1-on-1s he was 2-0. But the 2-on-2 performance isn't really there yet. It started off bad with a TP. I think it would be a better choice to let the Keeper die and rebuild him. But then maybe you give up the middle of the temple too early. It's tough to say. It's real tough to say. But yeah, this makes it so Rogue Warriors and ELL have both won 3 matches. 9-1 for Rogue Warriors, 9-2 for ELL. Who's gonna follow them? There's 2 teams with 1-on-1. That is F4 and UMAD. The next 2 clans that we will see are both 0-1. Could make it to the top 3. That is LP Club, the current team champions, and Rise Again, the Koreans around Moon, Michael, and Thunder. It's gonna be the best clan war most likely of the day. Could be also the longest clan war. Will we see Moon and 2-2 again, or is it the 2 brothers of Lucifer, or Michael and Thunder? It's gonna be cool. Gonna be really cool. Who will tie up with F4 and UMAD, and who will go down to the bottom alongside Why.R? That's up for decision next. We go into a little lengthier of a break to grab a snack and get ready for LP Club versus Rise Again. In the meantime, you can check out the Stay at Home Story Cup stream by Remo. He's up at Back to Warcraft 2, the second channel for the European 1-on-1 competition. So you can pass the break without missing out on Warcraft. And that is pretty wonderful. Stay tuned, support the stream, check out our links in the description. We have ways to follow us on socials. We have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord. You can also help us out financially with a donation or sub or merch or whatever. We're going to be right back with the Warcraft Gold Team League. Stay tuned.